Kevin. Click. Kevin. All right, what's up, everybody? It is time. It is time. Welcome to Sunday Night All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. I'm here with my co-host and our special guest. Before we get started, let me, of course, give our disclaimer, which is that All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show is meant to teach and help those of you in the audience, but anything that we say is not affiliated with Smiteworks USA, LLC, or Fantasy Grounds, so do not apply our language to those companies, everybody. Welcome. Let me introduce my co-host, Robin. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Yay, I'm wonderful too. I'm so excited about what we're going to talk about tonight.
Me
Um,
too.
Fury of Fate, what about you? How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty darn good. I'm kind of, well, as a player, not that super excited, but I am interested to see what's going on that all of the DMs should be excited for.
Players too, actually. You'll find out why. Diablo Bob, our special guest tonight. How are you, sir?
Doing awesome.
Excellent. So, for those of you that don't know, Diablo Bob, in the end of 2018, better known as 2018, he produced a thing called Critically Awesome Essentials, and with that came the one-click Druid, which I will pull up here on the screen here. And then in July of last year, he added one click more. And today he's adding the third part of it, which is called DM's tools. And so we're here to talk about that. So here's Critically Awesome Essentials. These are on the DM's Guild. You guys can find that. I'll give you the link there. And then module number 1 comes with it. Module number 2 is a separate purchase, one click more. And then today we're going to talk about module number 3, which is DM's tools. So, Bob, I have my Fantasy Grounds desktop open here with both the DM's version and the player's version here. So you tell me what to click on, and I will follow your instructions, and then we can show everybody what's up.
All right. So let's go ahead and open up the story, or the story entries of the DM's tools.
DM. Okay, here we go.
All right. So anything that ends in the .00 is a title. The module will be updated at a very, very shortly. It has the ref manual. Those are just pointers, so don't worry about those.
Okay.
So I'm trying to full screen and read what I can see. Okay, so everybody who has Critically Awesome Essentials may already know about a couple of the features that are actually listed here. However, previously I've never officially released the instructions. And that's because it was all part of the DM tools effort. So we'll run through those really quickly because it should be old hat for some of you. For the other ones, it'll be pretty cool. And then we'll get into the actual new big features. So token stacks. Anyone who's dealt with Fantasy Grounds knows what token stacks are. What token stacks are, Rob, if you would like to add a couple PCs to the combat tracker and throw them on a map.
Yes, I can do that. Let me open up the Fantasy Grounds maps because those are the ones. Boom, easy. Battle map Outdoor 2, I think, is the one I like.
Already gridded and everything.
Yep. Okay. Guys up there. Okay, so I'll put two tokens on there.
Okay, so for the DM and for the player, it's slightly different, and I'll explain that in a second. So, Rob, if you would take, whose turn is it? Make it your guy.
Okay.
Druid. Okay, so it's the purple guy's turn. So if he's moving and he gets placed on top of the other token. Now, if you want to move him some more, go ahead and just click normally and go to move him.
Right, and that doesn't work because that's the problem with Fantasy
That doesn't
Grounds.
work.
Doesn't work.
So
But
that's called token stacking. But with the token stacking for the DM, if it's the player's turn, he can hold shift and click down on the token and grab that token and continue moving it.
oh yeah,
So it
that's how
resolves
you
the token stack.
nice.
So for the player, the DM can set it so that it automatically resolves the stack for the player's token. So if it's a character that they own, it automatically resolves any stacks, which is really useful sometimes. But a lot of DMs I've found actually tend to set the player's setting the same as the DM, where they can hold shift and opt to do that, because sometimes they want the players to interact with the scenery as natural.
Right.
So
And those, I'm
that is
assuming that
token
means
stacks.
that those are settings in here in the options. They can change that, right?
Yes, which
Okay.
I've actually changed per request by a lot of people. If you scroll all the way down to the options menu, all the way down, keep going, you will see a new section, Critically Awesome Essentials, that has all the options that I've added.
Very good.
Okay.
That is a great
So
change.
instead of
I
having to
love that.
hunt through, it's all right there. So if it's like, oh yeah, that's part of Critically Awesome Essentials, just scroll down to the bottom, it's there. Bam.
Awesome.
So that a lot of people requested that, and I wanted to include that. So that's token stacks. I guess we'll go ahead and keep moving on unless there's any questions. Robin, I know you're a forever DM, and I'm guessing that you've probably ran into token stacking issues once or twice.
Oh my god, it just happened on my game on yesterday. And like I kept telling my players, just offset your tokens. Please stop stacking. And yeah, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, shift click for players seems, like I said, a lot of DMs and a lot of players like that option. The natural or the default is always resolve, and you can also turn off those features if you do not like that and you want to just interact naturally. You can just turn them off in the options, and it's normal Fantasy Grounds.
Cool.
Okay, so encounter enhancements. Let's see here. We'll go ahead. We'll come back to that. We'll go to CT enhancements. Okay.
Okay.
So on the combat tracker, if say a PC comes wandering up, or say a monster, comes up on the encounter and they join the battle or whatnot. Well, obviously you see that the purple druid doesn't have initiative. He just happened upon this fight and he's joining in. So if you right click on him on the combat tracker, I've added two options. One, if you go to the right, it should say initiative. It rolls the initiative for only that individual.
Oh my god, I love it.
What? Oh my
I
god.
want it.
Now, Robin, would you like to explain why that's cool?
That's super cool because sometimes your party does dumb shit and they split or whatever. And two, some people just like using variant ways to do initiative too. I've had people like leave combat and come back later. I want them to reroll. There's a lot of reasons you could use this.
One that
Also, I've heard of
Oh, go ahead, Bob.
I've heard of one where if you have extra NPCs on the combat tracker and some of them are invisible, they won't roll
Yes.
initiative. And so when you
Yes.
make them visitable, they don't have an initiative. So you can actually roll it right there instead of having to go through and enter it manually and all that stuff. It just right click, it's right there, done.
Another one that I thought of is that if the player is AFK, but you still want to keep the game going, many times DMs will roll for a player and they have to open their sheet and then roll the initiative. Now they can just click on that
Ooh,
thing.
yeah, you're right.
Yep.
There's
The other thing is,
Lensman has a
go
question
ahead.
real quick. Will this only work with 5e?
Currently, yes. There is the generic token swapper and the Fantasy Grounds Unity compatible version. I have not updated all of the new features into there. I'm actually still adding more features to this. So I'll get to that in a second too.
Okay.
Okay, anything else with this? And then
I
we'll
love
go
it.
on to. Okay, so now say the party is all taking a long rest, or a couple of them are taking a long rest while like the sneaky rogue and somebody else is out trying to, they're in the bar drinking or whatnot. So only part of your party is getting a rest, and the rogue's out like stealing money from a bank or something like that, to frame the barbarian.
Mhm.
So let's say the druid again, because why not? The druid gets a rest. So normally you would have to again open up the character sheet and give them a rest or whatnot. But in the combat tracker, I've also added if you right click on him up in the upper left, there's now a rest option, which you can
Rest
click on, and
individual.
yes, you rest that one individual,
Short
either short or
or
long.
long. Boom. Love it.
Love it.
So, all right, so that speeds things along. Okay, so another thing is if, say, the party is doing experience, and they have completed a bunch of encounters. If you can bring up the party sheet, just go to the experience tab. Just throw in some encounters into that party sheet. Like, just add in a couple.
I believe in you, Rob.
How come it's not?
You got to drag them from the encounters library.
Yeah, you have to drag them.
You do.
The edit list lets you delete them. So yeah, just go to encounter, make a random encounter, throw it in there.
I haven't DM'd for like 2 years.
Oh my God, Rob.
Crocs. Let's do it. Crocs. All right, there it is.
Okay. So, whenever long rests happen and stuff, the DM always has to normally do record keeping and stuff, which is opening up the party sheet, awarding the experience, etc. Go ahead and in the combat tracker, give the entire party a long rest.
Oh yeah! Everybody just got.
It automatically awards it.
Yep, automatically gave 400 and 400 and made the check mark. Boom.
I love it.
So that way you don't have to go into the party sheet to award the experience, etc.
I have a question.
Yes.
Will that also do quest experience on a long rest?
Oh, funny you
Find
should
out.
ask.
Let's
Go
find
to
out.
the
Let's
options
find out.
menu.
Options
Ooh.
menu.
Oh
Yep.
my God, I love it.
For the
Encounters
auto
only.
award,
Quests
click
only.
on it.
All.
Click
Off.
Oh, I love it.
So you can choose what they get.
Very good.
Want it.
Want it. Hey, by the way, everybody, wait, I didn't announce this, but we will be giving away at least a copy of this on the show tonight for free to somebody. And
Nice.
why don't I, for those that can't wait, why don't I go make this live while we're talking? Let me just do that right now.
Clowork would like to know. Oh, yeah. Will it also divvy up the loot?
It does not currently divvy up the loot. I leave that to be for DMs and players at this time. If there's enough people that ask, I may add the option. However, I so far have not seen many parties that want that automatically done. So if there's enough requests and like people ask me to, I can add that in as an additional feature. That's pretty easy.
All right, everybody, it is live, and here's the link in the Twitch chat if you'd like to go. Remember, if you buy this, or if you win it for free, you must have Critically Awesome Essentials extension in order for this to work. So don't rush and buy this by itself. It clearly says that here, but just as a reminder to you guys verbally, you must have Critically Awesome Essentials for this to work. So
boom, bought it first.
First.
Okay,
okay, Bob, go ahead.
So let's see what's next on the list.
Next on the list was Rests,
Auto
Initiative,
XP.
Auto XP, spell tokens.
Okay.
Oh my God, spell. This
So
is
let's
where
go ahead
everybody's
to
gonna
the
shit
spell
themselves.
tokens, and then I'll go back to the encounter stuff.
Okay.
So spell tokens.
People are gonna shit themselves.
I'm
gonna shit
open
myself.
up your character sheet.
Open up my character sheet. Okay, here we go.
Go to your actions tab.
Yeah.
Okay, add a spell like light.
Okay, let me open the.
Yeah, open up like your spell coding or something.
Now, but it doesn't require my spell coding. You can do it from the player's handbook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it from Player's Handbook. You can do it from SRD. You can do it from a custom spell. You can do it from anywhere. Just
Okay, so let's.
light. It happens to be a spell that I know.
Right. Okay. Light. You say light. Okay.
Yeah.
LIG.
Or
light.
paladins or.
Okay. Here we go. I'm just gonna take this off so we're not confused. Boom. Light.
Yep.
Boom. Okay. Got it.
Bam. Okay. So light. It has a little cast save DC thing. Whatever.
Right.
Go ahead and right click as though you're adding an action.
Right click.
Right click on the spell. Go to the right where it says add action.
Oh, what's
Now
this?
go to the top, which is new. It says token.
What the hell is this? Oh my god. Okay, I'm freaking out. Just let me calm down. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, go ahead and just for fun, grab a token and just drop it on there. Any random token. Do spiritual weapon. That's a common, useful one.
Okay.
Okay. So spiritual weapon. If you just do that, when you drag that to the map, just drag the token on the map. Okay. Bam. It'll add it. Now players can add that to the map as well, wherever they drop it, whether the map is locked or it's not. Now, if you actually mouse over that token, what does it say?
Example Druid Light.
What?
Exactly. It names it. So therefore, if you have two people that drop spiritual weapons or light or whatever, it actually names it. So that way you can differentiate the two if you don't want to use different colored tokens or turn one upside down or whatever. So you can differentiate the different tokens. Now, just for fun, go ahead and click the little spyglass.
Okay, click the
for the editor for the token.
Yes.
To the right. Now, I'm sorry to say that the circle and the cone token features are not functional right now. They do nothing. You can click them, whatnot. Yay. I'm still working on that. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time because of kids and life. So we're going to go ahead and do the stuff that we can do. Right now, for the size factor, you have two options, size and measurement.
Oh
Under
my
measurement,
god!
You can choose radius or diameter.
Oh.
Diameter also is the width in case you want to do like what is it, the thunder wave, and you do a 15-foot cube. You can do diameter for that. Now, if you click save, you'll notice over on your action, your spell action on your character sheet, the size should update.
Yes.
Okay. So if you drop that on the map,
I just got a little bit.
Oh my god, I love it.
Holy shit!
Now go
everybody.
ahead and delete that real quick.
Yeah.
Delete the token.
And I just want to point out you dragged it out twice. The first one still remained, so it'll work for spells like what's the one where you can have multiple lights? Is it light where you can have like three different lights? I don't know. There's a spell where you can have three.
Yeah, there are spells where you can have. Yeah, I do. I don't know what that spell is,
so
but
I think that's really great that you did that, Diablo. That it doesn't just replace the first one you put out, so that you can have multiples for spells where you need multiples.
So
Dancing
let's go
lights.
ahead
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. So go ahead and close down the spell window. It keeps up the character sheet and stuff. Did you put that as a 20-foot radius?
I did.
Okay, go ahead and change the token. I want to do a slight different token for this one.
Okay, let's do what happened? Where? Okay, don't panic. I'm
Open
fine.
your
I'm
character
fine.
sheet.
I know. I hit it. Is what happened. I accidentally.
Okay,
hit it.
now third row down, all the way to the right. There's a flaming sphere. Go ahead and drop that one there. It's a good resemblance of fireball, right? Now stop before you drag it to the map.
That was that's because what I did was I drug a token and put it on the character sheet. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's a normal. So go ahead and tick target, which is the little tick box right there. Now drag it to the map in between the characters. Now look at the token in the spell action. Did you notice that it turns into a button?
I did.
The spell? Click that button. Look at the combat tracker.
Oh my god.
It
I love it.
automatically targets everything in that area.
Oh my god.
The example druid
That's so
has
awesome.
everything.
Oh.
So if you have Fireball on your, in case people don't understand, if you have Fireball as your spell and you put the token in, set the correct radius, drop that token on the map, it'll select everything you possibly can in the combat tracker
that area.
when you cast Fireball.
Oh my
Genius.
So
god.
go ahead and clear your.
Oh, I need a minute.
Just so that they can see it.
That's right.
Go
I have
ahead and
clean-
untarget everything and redrop it, and leave the combat tracker up when you actually hit the button.
How can I untarget?
Hit the right next to the unlock map. There's a little drop down with 3 dots.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they added it there.
Okay, so clear targets. It didn't work. Why am I? Oh, clear targets. Here we go. It's still not working. What's going on? I don't like it.
Set it to your character's turn.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right.
Okay.
I'm
There
back
you
in. Back
Okay.
in business.
Forever DM.
Now go ahead and redrop it on there and click the button again, just so that way everybody can see on the combat tracker. It automatically adds them. Boom.
Boom.
Now you can roll your saves and your damage right there. It expedites the process.
It certainly does.
That is so genius. I love it.
Same with Fairy Fire, if you have a square token and whatnot. Now, Vex and a couple other people asked, what about like Flame Wall and such? Now, if your token for Flame Wall is very long and skinny and doesn't have a whole bunch of extra blank space in it, the token will work for width. Okay. Which actually the spell tokens that you have there, the one for Flame Wall will work.
By the way, everybody, this is these spell tokens I just happen to have. These are something that I'm sure a lot of you guys have them, but it's on the DM's Guild. I think it's either $5 or $10. I don't even know the person that made them, but that's pretty much what everybody uses.
I love you, man.
But I believe on the DM's Guild they're called spell tokens. Like that. That's all they're called.
Yeah. But anyways, it works. So that's how you can use it as a targeting token. Go ahead and switch it to, say, a large token. So go back to your editor, the spyglass right there. Switch it to size instead of measurement. Now go ahead and switch it to large or humongous or whatever, any size you want.
Okay, large.
Now drop that on the map.
Yeah, large. 4 squares. Boom.
Yep.
And if I would have done the next one up.
Go ahead. Click the button. Click the button.
Oh. I took it off the map though. That's my bad. Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just wanted to do the next size up. There we go.
3x3.
And it targeted and
so.
Yeah.
Now I do in the instructions for the radius and diameter explain if it's something that emanates like a paladin's aura or light or something like that. If it emanates from the character, go ahead and add 2.5 if you're set on radius or 5 for the diameter, because the measurement doesn't naturally add on the character's space itself. It's just wherever you drop it, that point, and it runs the calculation.
Okay, say that all again, because I was like, I didn't follow.
Okay, so your character casts light on yourself, right? Or a staff. Okay, and the light has a radius of 40 foot because it's 20 bright, 20 dim.
Right.
But it emanates from you, from your square. Because your square is 5 foot by 5 foot, it doesn't take that into account. If it emanates from you, like a paladin's aura or light or something like that, if it emanates from the thing that's touched or cast upon, if you're on radius, add 2.5. or if you're on diameter, add 5
Oh, okay.
to the measurement.
Yeah, because let me just further illustrate just by drawing it. So it's 20 feet from you. So if you draw it like this, if you draw 20,
Yeah.
well, yeah, except for that's
You have to
5, 10,
include the
15,
5
20.
feet of space
Wow, this
that
is
you're
fucking
in.
this is all wrong. Fantasy Grounds is just not
Let's just make it easier.
playing nice with me.
Just go ahead and close that down. Change your spell token to measurement 20 foot radius, right? Drop it on your token. Click save. Drop it on your token. From your center to the edge of that will be 20 foot. However, since say if it was light, it should be 20 foot from the edge of your token.
Right.
All 4 edges.
So
that's why you need to add 2.5.
5 feet.
There. Click save.
There we go.
There. Now it's exactly 20 foot from you.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
That's really
so
cool.
I added that in there as a note. I'll have it, or on a future update, I'm going to add in the cheat sheet for it.
Yeah, and just so people don't panic, because I know people are sitting there going, "Oh my God, 2.5! I don't want to do it. I got to do math. I hate this." But he's only talking about tokens that emanate from you, rather than an area itself. Like a fireball is an area. A thunder wave is an area, but light is a thing that emanates from you. So rather than let me get rid of this. Rather than an area just out here that's a circle that's whatever it is out there like that, this is from each edge of your token. So top, left, bottom, right. And so because you have to account for the space of your actual your 5 foot square that you're occupying, that's why you have to add 2.5 on each side, because it's 5 on the outer edges and 5 on the top and bottom. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Lensman, I am going to be working on adding on for the generic token swapper, which is for the generic ones. I will be working on adding this type of feature in there. However, implementation is a lot harder since that's rule set agnostic, and this kind of relies on the character sheet. So I have to actually create an actual interface for it.
So as another example, let's do Spirit Guardians, because someone's asking about that. So let's just show it. Let's just do Spirit Guardians. Let's go get the spell, Spirit Guardians.
I don't know if it'll be in. Oh, I guess it is in the SRD.
And then let's do.
Add in the
thing.
Token?
Let's get the Spirit Guardians token, which I think is this one. Oh, that's called Lightning. Where's Spirit? I know I have spirits. It's here somewhere. I can't remember what it looks like.
It looks like the angels on a circle.
Yeah.
I think it's left. I think it's 2 left of spiritual weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I can't quite see your down 1, left 1, down 1.
Oh, here. Yeah. Here it is right here. Okay, and that is what is that? Spiritual Guardians, do you know who asked that question? Engorgio, do you know what
it'll be in the description.
Oh yeah, if I just read the spell, is that what you're telling me to do?
Yeah.
15 feet around you in a distance of 15 feet. Okay, so we're going to do diameter.
So that's 17.
Radius 17.5.
If it's radius.
Right. Okay, here we go. Spirit Guardians, check it out. Boom.
Okay, now as you move, this is actually the next feature. As you move around, the Spirit Guardians move with you, right?
No.
No, according to the spell.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, they
according to the spell.
Yeah. So now go ahead and as the DM, click and hold Shift and middle click on the example druid.
Okay, done. It says
you'll see in
token
your chat,
stack created.
Yeah, go ahead and move your
Oh my god. $10 bullshit. We should charge 20. This right here, I just have to refill my
This
Kleenex.
is
Hold on, everybody, just calm down.
awesome.
Hold on, I need new Kleenex. Oh my god, that's a little masturbation joke, everybody. This is fucking.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I just need a minute.
If-
I want to keep doing this. Go ahead, Robin. I'm just.
If for some reason you don't have the extra $5 to get the cool tokens you guys are using there, can you attach the pointer art? Because that's how I think a lot of people use auras. They use the circular pointers, you know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
in the map setting. Can you attach those as the aura by any chance? Just curious.
No, because they're not tokens.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Now,
So everybody should get tokens.
But there are. I mean, these are the cool ones. But there you can just go to Google, like, token art. You can get free stuff.
Now here's the other cool thing. You haven't deleted the stack, right? Go ahead and hold on with it sitting over there. Move your character token.
Oh, it put it back.
Yep. Now
Because
go
it's
ahead and
still
delete
attached.
the spiritual weapons token.
Wait a minute.
It's an irritating one because there's so much see-through area that you actually have to like zoom in and find just the right spot.
And I actually moved. There it is, right here. So. Right, so I moved
Which
it
is
off.
a problem that Matakuri had last night with the
So I accidentally moved it off, but then when
Fireball.
I moved my token, it's back. Oh, that's insane.
Now
insane.
go ahead and accidentally delete it.
Delete the token itself?
The token.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, I deleted all. Fuck. Hold on.
Just drop your character back down.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Now.
What? What? How? Who? What happened? I don't. I have to.
Now, token stacks. Now, if you lock tokens.
They are locked.
Lock token.
They are locked.
Oh, okay. So then go ahead and, because they'll do it with unlocked for the player as well. Now, if it's locked, if you hold control and you drag.
Sorry. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. Who was that? Fantasy Grounds College. Thank you for the cheer bits. But because that happened and it was in my ear, I didn't hear anything you just said. So could you repeat that?
Oh.
Okay.
Because when Bob was talking, I
it?
hear in my ear cheer bits in the stream, cheer bits, and I can't hear what Bob said. So please repeat.
That's fine. Hold control and like drag your tokens. So that way you get the little movement thing.
Okay.
Middle click to approve the movement. Oh no, they went away. Go ahead and middle click the token again. Middle click them again. If you middle click on something that has a token, you could turn it on and off. So that way, if it's somebody else's turn and their token is messing up targeting or whatnot, you can actually turn it off.
Oh, Jesus. This price needs to just keeps going up in my head.
Now, if you middle click to approve the move, it will turn it off naturally just because of how Fantasy Grounds handles the movement.
Uh-huh.
So as soon as the player starts to like drag it or you click on it, if you just left click on it, it'll turn it back on.
Oh, I want to try
if
something.
you interact with the token.
Let me see. I want to try something. I was trying to left click it as it was moving, but it won't do it.
No, that's the way it is. It's only at point A and point B. It's not in the middle. The animation is weird. Anyway, dead end. This is voodoo.
This is totally voodoo, everybody. This is crazy.
That is stack movements. Like for paladin auras, light vision, like dark vision circles. If you throw up a dark vision circle, you can have the circles there and stuff. It's really, really cool. Vex is asking a question.
Vex, can you talk about how the token targeting works with tokens on the edge of an area, i.e. the whole targeting with the half token issue? Oh.
So if you cast Fireball and some like an enemy's token is riding the line
Okay.
half in the area of effect and half out. I think is that what you mean, Darth Vex?
I think so. Now the reason why I don't automatically have it roll like for fireball or whatnot, is because obviously there are some clipping. Like there's corner clipping for a circle, etc. I haven't fully resolved the corner clipping, so it may sometimes, depending on the size of the circle, it may actually create or target things that are quote unquote outside of the circle. You can just control click to untarget it. I haven't gotten to that point to really delve into the corner clipping issue.
And I would imagine that you could just like here, I'm gonna just do this example, and I'm gonna just do it, and then we'll see. And then you know, so the DM can just adjust it, I guess. So let me close all this crap here. All right, so the druid is gonna drop fireball. Oh, that's gonna get everybody anyway. Oh, here, I'll do it like this.
Yeah, get somebody on kind of the edge. Oh, yeah, that's true. Also.
Oh, it's the wrong size anyway. Okay, my bad.
You can probably move it, right?
How big is fireball? Isn't
20-foot radius?
20-foot radius. It is. Okay. Now, can you? But does it target when you drop it, or can I move it and it'll retarget?
Move it. It's wherever the token is.
Yeah, I mean, because you're gonna want to like, you know how players are. I gotta pick the area where I can get the most people in my fireball.
Now click the button.
Oh yeah, because
sheet.
My bad. It was doing it. It does it after you click the button, right? Okay, so it put. Oh, but it doesn't leave the token there, so I can't see what my.
Yeah.
I can't see. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back. Let's drop the token again, and let's see who we think should be targeted. So let me move this. Hello, can I move it? How come I can't move it?
There are certain tokens that are like that, where there's so much invisible area that Fantasy Grounds only like identifies certain spots as being
normally it's on.
I'm gonna
so you gotta
make
like zoom in.
I will make a token set.
Normally it's on the edge, but I can't find it anywhere here. The pointer will turn into a hand if you can. Yeah, that's not something.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is, right there. Okay,
there,
so
you found it.
Let's say so this should target just this guy and this guy. So let's see if that's true. Yep, just those two. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, Lensman, it will target everything in the area. It does not tell friend from foe. The reason for that is things like Fireball hits everything unless you have special abilities that let you omit friends, in which case you just control and click to untarget your friends.
Right, like if the genie was my friend, I could just control click and it should untarget it.
If you had the ability to choose.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But not all spells do, so it targets everything.
Right.
So cool.
So cool.
You want to drag your token one more time before we move on?
Oh my god, I love it.
Paladin auras and Barbarian Storm auras and stuff like that are pretty cool.
And light. I mean, how many people use light? It's crazy.
Light, vision, circle, stuff like
that.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and make a new encounter.
Make a new encounter like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and drop some NPCs on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Give it an experience amount.
Oh, here, I should just do this. There we go. 40,000. Jesus.
Okay. Now, before you add this, I need you to do two things. Move that to the side and unlock the token.
Unlock what token?
unlock the tokens. All the tokens on the
all
map.
the
Just
tokens.
unlock.
Okay. Yep, did that.
Okay. Now go to the party sheet. Make sure that. Okay, so there's only one encounter in there. Now,
Right.
click that down arrow on the encounter to add it to the combat tracker.
Okay, it's also here.
Yeah, it added it automatically to the party
Holy
sheet.
moly!
Oh my
Now
god.
check your tokens. Check your tokens. Are they locked or unlocked?
They are locked.
Exactly. Now in the options menu, you can choose to automatically lock the tokens, which is the default, or to not. You can turn it off. So that way, if you want to add encounters and stuff to the combat tracker and you don't really want to tell the players that you're messing around with the combat tracker, and that you want them to keep moving around, you can turn it off and everything is fine. But if you are a DM sort of like me and other people where you have very ambitious players where they're like going through a cave system and they're like, click, 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 what do I see? 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 And you're trying to catch up and get the next encounter set up by dropping the tokens, all that stuff. And you just want to like slow them down. And then when you finally get it on there and you can catch up with them, they're already 2 steps ahead and you have to move them back in reverse time. This just adds it. It locks down the token, it adds it to the party sheet, so that way the DMs don't have to remember, oh crap, I forgot to add that encounter to the party sheet, and now I have to go back and reapply the experience and all that stuff, which now automatically gets given on the long rest unless you turn it off. Um, so it just helps with record keeping and also stops the party, so that way you can take that 1 to 2 second moment to place them where you want it before they go too far.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So those are the encounter features that I've added in. You can automatically lock the tokens, and you can automatically add it to the party sheet for record keeping.
I'm just blown away, dude. This is really fantastic.
Me too. I love it so much.
Hey, everybody. I normally call out follows and subs and everything, and I just want to let everybody know in the audience that I appreciate all the follows and the subs and everything, but I didn't want to, interrupt as much as I could. So thank you. All right.
Rob's flabbergasted.
I am. I really am. I mean, I've never... all the stuff that Bob does is just crazy amazing.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
But this is, I mean... People since September or October of 2015, when I found Fantasy Grounds and started playing, the very first day or maybe even the second day is when people started asking and have still been asking, man, if we could only put a light circle around and it would stay with your character. Well, today's the day, everybody.
Love it.
And that's just, I mean, that's just one of 100 things he's showing us. But yeah, I really am blown away, Bob. This is incredible. This is good stuff.
Now, previously we've shown things like token stacking and such, and that was towards the DM tools effort and such. But I'm just finally giving the instructions with the actual module. The module will be updated Wednesday with the actual reference manual in it instead of just the story entries. Sorry about that. Life and kids kind of slowed me down. Let's go back to the list and let's make sure we covered everything.
Okay. Good. So we did token stacks, we did encounter enhancements, we did auto lock and auto add, we did combat tracker enhancements, which were the rests and the initiatives, auto award XP, yes, spell tokens, and yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, now a couple more features that I am working on adding, and I did not get enough time to finish adding, but you will see shortly, will be traps. All the traps that are in the DMG, I'm going to try to automate as much as possible, like pit trap. You'll be able to drop it on the map, and the token for your pit trap will actually appear on the map. And then when the players encounter that token, it will actually trigger the event. So you can have it auto trigger the save, or you can just choose to force them to save. So that's a feature that I'm adding in, is automating all those traps, which is a large amount of effort because there's several of them. And then I also do want to use some stuff that I've learned previously, where if you fall in the pit trap, basically having a generic little map looking thing that looks like a bunch of spikes and stuff that it transports you to until you crawl out.
Ooh.
And then it brings you back to the other map. Working on it. That is a feature that I'll be adding. Another thing that I'll be adding is transmutations. Something from the beginning of this effort that I've said that I want to include is transmutations, which is things like you have a little chest icon or chest token on the map or whatnot, and the players walk up and they go to open up the chest, and it's a freaking mimic, because every DM loves mimics, table mimics, boat mimics, door mimics, couch
Goddamn boat
mimics.
mimics! I fucking haven't been killed by one of those.
So what this will allow is the DM, sort of like with wild shape and such, will allow the DM to actually trigger an effect onto that token and make it a mimic, and it'll add it to the combat tracker, and it's a mimic. Hold your pants, you're in for a ride.
Hold your pants, everybody. All right, let's give one of these away. Why don't we?
Heck yeah.
I will purchase another one to give away.
Well, we'll
so
just
that
give away two,
Bob
then.
will still get paid. No, but I want Bob to get paid.
I see.
So
Okay,
I'll buy another one and give it away.
Well, thank you.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
I get paid too. Okay.
I'm not worried about you.
no one is worried about me. DM tools. Okay. And of course the password will be I'm going to spell that right. Yes, I did. All right.
You sure you don't want to make it Diablo Blob or
no, I don't.
Diablo?
No, I don't. Okay, everybody.
Sorry, that's an inside joke.
Everybody type in exclamation point Diablo Bob, and we'll run a 2-minute timer here, and we'll pull out 3 winners.
Also,
one for Bob, one for
Rob,
me, and one for Robin. Yeah.
The thing that I messaged you before the show about the winner, are you cool with that?
I don't remember what that was. Should that be something we don't say out loud? Because I can turn the sound off.
No, I think it's fine. So if the winner does not already own Critically Awesome Essentials, I would like to donate a copy of Critically Awesome Essentials as well, if they do not already own it.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah,
Darth
that's fair.
Vex will also be doing the same.
Darth Vex is
doing a copy of Critically Awesome Essentials.
Oh wow! Okay, so great.
Thank you, Darth Vex.
Okay, good. So
we'll figure it out.
So yeah, we'll figure it out. So we'll pull 3 winners and we'll figure it out. Thank you, Vex. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so 45 seconds left, everybody. Exclamation point Diablo Bob.
And Ingorgio is offering also. Oh my gosh!
Wow. So
thank you.
That's amazing. So now we've got 3 prizes and 3 backups for the Critically Awesome Essentials in case they are needed. That's amazing, you guys. You guys are amazing.
This is awesome. What a great community.
Awesome. Thank you all.
Now, Bob, I know you might have to rush off, don't you? You're actually 10 minutes past your...
I do. I can wait till the results and congratulate the winners.
Right. So we can, in 5 seconds, I'll just pull 3 names, and I'll actually prepare to write these down in the spreadsheet like I do. Oh my god.
Now, I will actually, with the Wednesday update, be adding in some like basic token, circle tokens and square tokens and such. I've already made them. I just need to incorporate them along with making the ref manual. So look for that update. I'm planning by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. So you'll probably see Rob swearing because I sent him a bunch of updates.
No, I don't mind. God damn it. Fuck. All right, here we go. Winner number 1, everybody, is Revan Master. Hello. Revan Master. Congrats. Revan Master 88. All right.
When you send your private message to Rob, let him know if you need critically awesome essentials.
Yes, please
also.
do that. All 3 of you winners.
Reverend Master, also known as the Party Killer.
Party Killer. Okay. Second winner, everybody, is I'm gonna mess this up. It's
Kanala.
Kanala. Thank you. Holy shit, Kanala FGC. Congrats. I was trying to make that king anal, and I knew that wasn't it, and I was having a panic attack. And then what did I do? Instead of just letting that go, I said it out loud anyway. It's all a mess. All right, Kanala FGC. Congrats on.
So Raven Master almost killed us, Rob, in one of the Saturday night games with his monsters. It was before the timers.
And Kanala, if you're not on my Discord, there's the link, and then just come in there and PM me and let me know that you won, and also let me know if you need CAE to go with it. Okay, last winner. Here we go. Last winner of the drawing is Tasman. Congrats. Tasman. It was Elite Speak with the 4, with the kids trying to make a 4 and A and trying to give me a coronary because I don't know how to do it. I know what it is. I know what's happening. T4ZZ M4NN. That's right, Tasman. I believe that was a song, if I'm not mistaken. I'm the Tasman. Skibby-dibby-dibby-dip-dip-dip. I think that's... I'm not sure. I might be wrong. All right, everybody. There you go. Bob's showcasing of the product. It is currently available for sale for those of you that would like to get it. I'll put the link in the chat one more time. Gave away 3 copies of it, one of which Robin bought, and Engorgio and... Oh, you might not need the... Well, that link should... Engorgio and Vex have offered to cover the CAE if needed by those 3 winners. So that was awesome, everybody.
Yes.
And Bob, I know Bob has to run off, so any final questions for Bob from any of you two?
Lensman is asking about, will there be a bundle for the CAE stuff? We're in talks of trying to figure out all the specifics of that, because like one of the things I worked on was a collaboration and what's all included. So we're thinking about it. We just don't know the specifics as of yet. So
yeah, and eventually the answer will be yes. But right now this is only part 3 anyway. So so far there's only been 2 things. But yes, we will eventually have a bundle. So we just need to work that out. Yeah. Fury or Robin,
and there's
you got
actually
more
to come for this. So
yeah, there's more updates. Any questions for him before he goes?
No, I just want to say, Bob, thank you, because this is awesome. And later on, we should talk, because maybe I can get you a full token set to include with the module.
Oh,
that would be awesome.
Hey, I guess Fury's not even here anymore. Did she have problems? She left. She's not even in the...
I call it DM tools because even though spell tokens and stuff like that are useful for the players and the players love it, and especially when you do the token stack, which the DM is the one who has to initiate, and to destroy the token stack, you just shift click, middle click again.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you a token.
It's DM tools because it helps the DM so much more than the players.
Yeah, with the encounters and all that stuff.
Yes, you did amazing work. Thank you.
4 sold so far. Boom.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you guys. I gotta dip out.
Yep. Thanks, Bob. Thanks so much. Congrats and nice job. Good work, genius man.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, there goes Bob, everybody. What a dick. That's my little joke I do. Whenever someone leaves the chat, I say that. I would have done it if I knew. I don't know why Fury... She said... she's typed here, I can't hear anymore.
Yeah.
And then
she was having audio. Maybe she'll come back.
Maybe she will. That was 30 minutes ago. I doubt she'll be... 40 minutes ago. She won't be back. All right. So, any more questions from you guys in the chat? Go ahead and ask now. We'll try and answer them, and then we are going to stop the stream and start Jackbox games as we do on Sunday nights. But I'll take any more questions you guys might have, and they don't have to be about DM tools. You can ask Fantasy Grounds questions. While you guys are thinking that over, maybe in the chat, mark your calendars for Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, because The Robin Show debuts this Wednesday.
Oh my god, it does.
It does.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be fun. And that's just a show with the two of us. Who
Dicking
knows what
off.
we're dicking off. We're just going to be dicking off. Robin's no prude. She says dick off. She doesn't care.
Do.
Yeah.
I say a lot of bad things.
Yeah, I'm counting on it. I got to have somebody to make me look like I'm some sort of angel choir boy.
Saint? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks everybody for watching. I guess nobody has any questions. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming to the show and hanging out. We do this every Sunday, and after we finish the show, which we're about to do now, we play Jackbox TV games, which you're all welcome to hang around for as well.
Ooh. Question.
Yeah.
Revan Master. I've not used traps yet in Unity. This is for you because I don't use Unity, and was wondering how that will work with LOS.
I don't use traps.
But to use Unity, right?
That's what I meant to say. I don't use Unity is what I meant to say.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, I
then
don't mess.
We are
People
not
think I
qualified
do.
to answer that
No,
question.
people think I'm like all over Unity. No, it's in beta. It's gonna change. They're gonna change it every 5 minutes. I'm not gonna use that until it's done.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't answer that. I don't even own a Unity license, so I don't know.
I think they will. I'm not even sure, Revan Master, what you're asking, but are you asking if traps will be visible with line of sight? I'm not even really sure what this Engorgio, will this work with Unity? Okay, hold on. /BAN Engorgio. I'm just kidding.
Engorgio.
I just do a little joke every time somebody does that. Caesar says purchase completed. I'm busy loading my new tools.
I mean, okay, so I guess that would be really up to DM, right? Because when I DM, I have some tokens that will show when I unmask the map, and then most tokens I don't, because either especially with traps, if I'm using a token for a trap, the players have to find it or they're going to trigger it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know. I guess it would just depend on the DM's visibility settings they have for tokens.
So
you can,
Lensman, I can answer that. The line of sight has nothing to do with light. They announced a year ago or so that wasn't going to be part of it. Eventually they may get to that, but because that's like complicated shit that's going to take them another year or whatever to do it. But as of right now, Fantasy Grounds Unity has fog of war light, like it shows you, behind the door and around the corner and blocks the vision. And you guys have all seen how that works, but it doesn't do anything with light or distance. So if you have the light spell on you, it's not going to show you out to 40 feet. Or if you have dark vision, it's not going to show you out to 60 feet. It doesn't work that way. And I don't see that being a thing either ever or for a very long time. But nobody, I mean, I get why people think that might have been part of it, but they pretty much explained over and over how that's not part of it. So
Makes sense.
that's not going to be part of it. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be a long time, Revan Master. You're right. This is the only thing in the other VTT I like. Do they? But they don't have distance, do they? They don't have. Roll20 doesn't have dynamic lighting with distance, do they?
Name.
I know, I said that. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of Roll20.
I'm not afraid of it.
Does it have
highly
distance?
Dislike it.
Yeah, well, it's just a crappy. I just don't like it.
Just my opinion, chat.
You can set the distance. The opinions stated on the show are not that of Fantasy Grounds.
It's just my opinion.
I didn't know that. The last time I used Roll20 was in 2016, and it did not have that. So I didn't know they had that. Somebody ban me quick for saying what's up, Sean? Also, everybody,
since 2016.
Don't forget tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Schmo and I and Digital Dave and Marbanya and Drake and Bell and one or two others will be on. We're having our launch party. You can come to this channel for that. But we're launching the Tabletop RPG Network tomorrow. So that's going to be, since Dave is a partner with Twitch and has been for like a couple years or more. He set up a Twitch team, and so there's like 7 or 8 of
Are
us
you
on
guys
there.
accepting applications?
I don't know. That's
I'm asking for a friend.
That's a question for Dave. But we will all be on the same show tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, probably one time only. I mean, we might do it every so often, but it's like the launch party. And then all of our 7 channels are going to like host each other and help each other and all that kind of stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Awesome. Okay, did we... Well, I know the answer is no. We did not answer everybody's questions, but did we answer all the ones we could? Does Unity have a refund policy? Within 30 days they do, yes. So, all right. I guess we're done. Is that it? Is it over?
Is it over?
I don't know. Is it?
You're the boss. You're my boss.
I'm your boss. No, I'm not her boss. Remember, we discussed this before. I'm not her boss, and there's one very specific reason I'm not her boss, so that there can never be sexual harassment. I can't have it because I don't have any authority. But you just keep saying it over and over. You're my boss. You're my boss. I'd like you to meet my lawyer, Mr. Cohen. Yeah. I'm not your boss. Which is different than being the boss of you. That's not the same thing. So, Vex is already threatening us to be pissed off. Because
I know. Okay. Let's play some games.
Man. All right, so we're going to end the stream, guys, and then we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll play some games. And I always say, for those of you that don't know, when we play Jackbox TV games, usually the games have a capacity of 8 players, so 6 of you can get in to play with us, but everybody else can still play because most of the games have an audience capacity of 10,000, and you can literally play with us, and the scores, the answers that you give and all that, they affect the scores of the game, so it's not like you're just watching, you're actually participating. Hey, Tom Knapp, thanks, man. Good night. Okay, so we'll end the stream, and we'll be back in, we will be back. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick. If you want a prize tonight, just sit tight. It'll come, but probably after games.
Right, because we got to play some games first, but it'll come tonight. Before we all go to bed or whatever. All right, guys, hang around. We'll be back in 5.
Ooh.